All right, and welcome to the very first episode of Power Rankings. I'm your host, Nelson, and this is going to be a show where we examine the league and I go ahead and give my spin on who I think is the best and who's just shit face out of luck going into the 2024 season and coming in dead last. We got the kitty kitties of the NFC South. We got the Carolina Panthers. And in my opinion, I just don't think Carolina has done enough to protect little old Bryce Young. And they'll be destined for a top five draft pick in next year's draft. Carolina, you're welcome. Keep pounding. All right. And next, we got the rebuilding Patriots who are in year one of the Gerard Mayo era after selling their soul to the devil for 6 Super Bowl wins. Drake May is looking good, but who knows who's going to start week 1. At glorious number 30, we got the Washington Commanders. Washington. I got them here simply because have they done enough with new coach Dan Quinn? Well, we got a plethora of new to the organization, but not young faces. We got an abundance of people who are just in the final years of their NFL season, all going over to Washington. And I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to provide enough to keep rookie Jaden Daniels afloat. And at number 30, I got the Denver Broncos, fresh off the Russell Wilson let's ride train wreck. But I'm an absolute believer in Bo Nix. Bo Nix will be comfortable enough with Sean Payton, and I'm saying this now. Cortland Sutton will be a dark horse candidate for a top 10 wide receiver in 2024. All right, 28. Putting the Giants here. Daniel Jones. He's Daniel Jones. I see him though. He's growing that little beard. He's starting a fight with the Lions during a practice. Like I don't know who this Daniel Jones is, but he's looking pretty mad. So I hope he can stay alive with his offensive line actually protecting him this time. But can't place him any higher than 28. Now, number 27. They try to define you, but you are the ingredient to your success. I got the mailman on there. Will Levis. Will Levis, a little hit and miss last season, but I'm high on Will Levis this year. Unfortunately, they have an injury going on with DeAndre Hopkins, but they got new running back Tony Pollard on there. That should up the running game. Now, 26. Unfortunately, I got the Minnesota Vikings on here. JJ McCarthy out for the season with the injury he suffered at practice. Now, they got Jordan Addison, who's got a DUI, and he's awaiting some sort of trial to be punished. Uh, Vikings. I don't know who you pissed off, but you guys are like incredibly cursed. And I'm just knocking on wood that doesn't transfer on onto the division. All right, 25. I got the Arizona Cardinals. Got them at 25. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. Haven't seen too much as far as college highlights, but we also got Kyler Murray, who's going to go and try to prove it that he still has it. I don't know. He's kind of just like been hit and miss with accuracy. So I don't know. I don't know too much. There's high expectations there. I have high hope for Marvin Harrison Jr., but I can't place him any higher on optimism. Number 24. This one's the first one that was actually kind of tricky for me. I got the Los Angeles Chargers on here. Now, Justin Herbert is injured, so I don't predict him starting anytime soon. Now, we also got the former running backs from the Baltimore Ravens going over to Los Angeles, and then we got rid of what was it, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. So whoever is going to be fucking playing quarterback in Los Angeles, like who are you going to throw the ball to? I don't know. Next, all right, we got New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr. Derek Carr, polarizing figure. Some people think he's good. Some people think he's bad. I'm not high on Derek Carr, but I am high on Chris Olave. I'll say that. Michael Thomas, every year everyone always is, oh, this is going to be his year. He's going to come back and make a resurgence in his career. I'm not buying that this year. 23, high as will go. All right, 22, got the Seahawks on here. I like the new head coach edition. Not too sure how different it's going to be from the whole Pete Carroll saga. But as far as Geno Smith, he's got to prove himself this year. Last year, the year before that, whoa. So I don't know what version of Geno Smith we're going to get this year, but hopefully it's a good one. All right, next I got T Law and the Jacksonville Jaguars at 21. Now, at Jacksonville, they went ahead and added Gabe Davis for some wide receiver assistance. Of course, they did lose out on Calvin Ridley, who's down there as far as rankings. He's at number 27 now. Jacksonville, as long as Trevor Lawrence can stay healthy, I can see them being contenders in that division, but it's getting really thin in that division, and it's just going to be who's having a rough day, and that's going to lead to a loss. Let's see, 20 Raiders. Woo! I'm hoping for a top 10 defense coming out of Las Vegas. Las Vegas, I don't know who you guys are going to have at quarterback. You got, Aiden O'Connell, and we got, let's see. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank here. We got the sex symbol, though. Jesus Christ. I am drawing a fucking dud here. That's a bad sign that I don't recall completely who is playing quarterback in Las Vegas. I know it's a competition there. Josh Jacobs is out. All I like from there is their defense, and I'm very high on their defense. I'm going to leave them at 20. 19, Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, I'm hearing he's very high to win NFL MVP for this season. What we get, like just 4 games out of him? I mean, I liked what I saw. I saw he was a very aggressive player. Like, I'm gonna fucking run you over. I'm gonna score myself. Like, I can respect that, but you're leaving the door open to getting injured, and it happened last year. It's if he's gonna be playing the same, it's only gonna be a repeat, and I'm not too sure how well stable they're gonna be if he goes out again. So I'm gonna leave him there. 18, I got the Atlanta Falcons. We got Big Kirko, and who was it? Justin Simmons that they just signed, and they went ahead and brought in, let's see, Justin Simmons. We got Big Kirko, and let's see, who was the last guy they just signed? From the Patriots, Matt Judon. So as far as Atlanta goes, that's my candidate to win the puny NFC South. Someone's gonna win it though. 17 Steelers. I'm on the fence here. I'm thinking this is a little too high for them, but I do like the defense. TJ Watt's looking good. As far as quarterback, I mean, I like Justin Fields. I'm not really too big on Russell Wilson. I think Justin Fields is the right way to go as far as to have some form of a two-face offense. Now, I think the right blend would be using both guys, like incorporating some sort of run plays or some sort of fake runs if you introduce Justin Fields in there. Russell Wilson, just your classic check down type of quarterback. So as long as they keep mixing it up, I think they got a fair chance. All right, controversial 16. I got the Bears on here. Now the Bears got first overall pick Caleb Williams. Everyone's over the moon. Oh my god, they got Caleb Williams. Oh my god, they got Keenan Allen. Oh my god, they got Romeo. Oh my god, like the Bears. This is the first time the Bears are competitive. We got Super Bowl aspirations. All right, let's tone it the fuck down. Like relax, bro. He hasn't even fucking the season hasn't started here. Like let's chill. Let's chill. Please, Caleb, don't beat the Lions, please. Okay. I like how heavy they are as far as wide receiver depth. What they got, DeAndre Swift there. Everyone always says DeAndre Swift's good. DeAndre Swift's good. Yeah, I know. He was on the Lions and then got injured. Sent over to Philadelphia. Ooh, Lions fucked up. They don't know how to use him. Oh my god, got injured. Just wait for it. He's gonna get injured, bro. Like he can't stay healthy. As far as where I think Chicago is, everyone's like, oh, top 10, top 10. I'm being nice and put you in the middle, all right? I have high expectations for Caleb Williams. You better not bring that shit against the Lions. But yeah, we'll leave you there at 16. All right, 15. This was hard. This was hard. Everyone has the Jets in top 10. How do you have okay. I'm gonna respect you and give you the credit for your defense. Incredible defense. Now, Aaron Rodgers, everybody chill out. He only played 4 snaps. All this big highlight. He was ranked in the top 100. How? All he did was fucking carry the American flag during 9/11. And then 4 snaps later, he fucking breaks his fucking what was it, the MCL I think, or his Achilles. Like let's tone it down. He's fucking like what, almost like 40 already. Like, all right, I get it. He's got a great legacy, but what he's got Mike Williams down to throw it to. He's got Garrett Wilson. Yes, I understand he has some depth, but like, hey, the man only had 4 snaps. Like, let's chill out. Say this is like another Caleb Williams addition here. So controversial at 15 for most people. I think that's me being generous. Next, 14. I got this one was hard too, just because I want to put the Bills higher, but the amount of players that were lost compared to last season to this season, there are some big shoes to fill in Buffalo. I'm a big believer in Josh Allen. I really think he has the potential to be a top candidate for MVP. As far as who's going to be catching the ball for him, we got what, his rookie Keon Coleman, and that's all I could think of. So I just hope they can do something. And you know what? I just kind of hope they can get a playoff win against KC. I want to see that happen. I want KC out of the playoffs, specifically by Buffalo. All right, number 13, we got the Cleveland Browns. Now, I don't like Deshaun Watson. I think most people can agree they don't like Deshaun Watson. And it's not because like the whole like, oh, the massage thing and all that mumbo jumbo and the big contract. Like, yeah, Browns, you fucked up there. You're stupid for that contract. But I just don't see him reaching that level he had when he was with the Texans. So, as far as with Cleveland, but I do know their defense is really solid. The defense is going to have to carry them again, just like how they did last season, but they're going to need some help in the offense game. So hopefully David Njoku goes off. So I just hope to see some greater things for that team. Number 12, we got Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I do know Carlton Davis has left the Buccaneers and joined over with the Lions. Thank you. As far as Mike Evans goes, solid option. I know he's going to be in the top 10 for wide receivers. Baker Mayfield went rock bottom, proved himself last year, and now he's got a good deal with Tampa Bay. Now he doesn't have that chip on his shoulder, so is he going to be persistent and stay with it and keep the Bucks afloat? Because now there's some actual competition in that division. Big Kirko, and I guess that's it. It's literally just between those two guys. So let's see. I got them a little higher. I believe in them a little more. Number 11, I got the Philadelphia Eagles here. All right, Eagles fans, don't be mad. Don't be mad. I swear. Like, come on. Eagles, I got you guys on here. Now, I like Jalen Hurts. I like the type of mindset and game that he has with the offense. Now, the defense, I know you guys got CJ Gardner Johnson back. Good riddance. Now, as far as I think your guys' main problem is coaching. I know Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat now, and Eagles fans galore. You guys are so quick to turn on this man. But hey, I'm finally there with you guys. I think he's got to prove himself this year as far as if he needs to be replaced or not. But I got him here at 11 just because I have high expectations for the Eagles, and they do need to uphold that expectation for the Eagles fan base. Not me, I don't care. But the Eagles fan base would start a complete riot if something were to go incredibly wrong, especially in the beginning of the season. Like if they go on a losing trail, like 0-3, I can already hear the claims to have Nick Sirianni replaced. So I think there's a lot of pressure at the beginning of the season for the Eagles. Number 10, again, this is another pick where I'm being generous. I know Joe Burrow was injured. I know Joe Burrow is great. Now, is he going to be able to reach that same level of greatness and even better after coming back from injury? I think so. And with the addition of God damn, I can't fucking think. Chase. I think those two are going to be another top wide receiver and quarterback duo, not just in the league, but also in fantasy. So I have them at 10. I think Joe Burrow makes a big comeback this season. At number 9, I got the Rams here, annoyingly. I got Matthew Stafford, Puka Nakua, Cooper Cup in this spot solely because they're working with scraps and they're somehow making it work. They reached the playoffs when no one expected them to. Puka Nakua's out of nowhere. Will they experience the sophomore slump? I don't know. I don't think so, in my opinion. I think Puka Nakua has a great sophomore season, and I think Cooper Cup puts his name back into discussion for top 5 wide receivers. 7, got the Dolphins on there. Now, the Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, who was just voted the number 1 best player by his peers for the 2023 season. And I think he needs that shit because he's going to use that shit as leverage to get a high contract because, goddamn, he's going to need money with all the kids he's fucking having and all the baby mamas he has. But trouble aside, Tua finally got paid. And I think Tua did earn this pay as far as strengths of the team. I really do think they can drop another 70-point game on at least one more team that they face this season. So, as far as the defense, I did understand that they lost some key players there, but I think the offense can more than make up for it. So I'm high on the Dolphins, but I am expecting a playoff win this season. There's no more excuses, Miami. We got to get that checked off. All right, Detroit checked it off. Now it's your turn. All right, number 7. I went all in on this pick with the Cowboys. Now, I made this graphic that you're seeing over here. I went through the trouble of like, oh, let me get the background, let me make it blurry, let me get all these logos and then squeeze them out of the boxes, line it up with the fucking graphs and make everything line up. Now, when I did this, I was comfortable putting the Cowboys at 7, but you see the date on this video in the corner. I don't. I want to drop them. I want to drop them, but with the whole situation going on with Jerry Jones and is Dak gonna get paid? Is CD gonna get paid? Is Micah gonna get paid? Like we got a really wealthy owner just refusing to pay his star players, and I'll say this. CD Lamb definitely earned his contract. He should be paid amongst the top 3 wide receivers in the league. I'm not going to take that away from him. Micah, I think he's earned that level of pay as well. Dak, I think you got to take a team friendly deal here. You've already been paid once through your first major contract. I think you should be a team player and take a little bit of a cut so that your fellow players who have definitely earned it can get this situation and contract holdouts finally done and taken care of so that you guys can show up at full strength for the season. If you guys don't get this taken care of by the start of the season, you guys are going to have a really rough start. And it's a shame because Cowboys, what was it? Jerry Jones said, I'm going all in this season. all I see is some contract holdouts over here. So Jerry, you got to fucking pay up. You got to pay your players. So I want to drop you even lower, but I don't want to do the work again with this whole the graphic and shit. All right, number 6, and talking about contracts here, we got the number one highest paid quarterback on this list. We got Jordan Love with the Packers at number 6. Now we got the cheeseheads over here. They got one of the youngest teams in the league, and they got a great wide receiving core. Although it's guys that most people have not heard of, but they have proven themselves with the stats. Jordan Love, though, did he deserve that contract? Yes, I am a Lions fan, arch rival, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Jordan Love is a great player. However, he only played this season, and that was enough for the owners to be like, "Fuck it, deserves to get the most money for all the quarterbacks." I think that's gonna fuck everyone over in long run, because what's gonna happen is someone who's lower on this list is gonna see what happened in Green Bay. They're gonna like, well, he got paid. He only played like once. He had one good season, and he's the number one best player. Like I think I deserve that. I think it's gonna bite everybody in the ass, and it's just gonna cause for some headaches as far as contract holdouts, leverage. So yes, I respect Jordan Love, and I know he's a good player. That contract though, I don't. I think he was on his way to earning that amount of money, but I think it was a little too early to pay him. And yes, I know, I'm well aware he's a good player. Okay, I'm not saying he's bad. He's good. Okay. All right, you cheese dick Packer fans, don't come at me. All right, number 5, I got the Texans here. I'm very high on C.J. Stroud. What? Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Joe Mixon. Will Anderson Jr. and one more key player from the Vikings from their defense. I don't recall his name, but I know damn well he's a threat. This whole team is a threat. This is my dark horse. Well, not even a dark horse, because a lot of people are high on the Texans, but I strongly believe the Texans are going to be a Super Bowl contender. I'm not labeling them Super Bowl or bust. Like, if they don't make the Super Bowl, then you fucked up. I'm not at that level of like strangling them to like make the fucking Super Bowl. No, I'm a believer that they're gonna get there. Is it gonna be this season? I hope so. I'm tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Okay, I would love to see C.J. Stroud in the Super Bowl. Now, as far as heavy hitters in the wide receiver room, C.J. Stroud, I think he's gonna have a great season. Now, he had a really historic season as a rookie, and people are like, you gotta up the bar a little. He's got to do even better this year. If he was to play anywhere near his rookie season, I would think that's a success. So, C.J. Stroud and the Texans, I got him at 5. I'm eager to put him up higher on this list, but for now, I gotta leave him at 5. At number 4, I got the Baltimore Ravens on here. Now, the reason I have the Ravens at 4, usually most top 4s that you're going to see as far as power rankings are going to have the 4 teams that I have listed right over here. But some might change the order around. But this is just what I think the order is. The Ravens, yes, they have one of the best defenses on the team, but they did lose one of their coaches so that he can go coach down at Seattle. Now, they did make up for that, in my opinion, by signing the king, Derrick Henry. Now, Derrick Henry is getting old, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It's scary to think about playing defense against the Ravens, and you not only have to keep an eye on big Derrick Henry, but you got to keep an eye on Lamar Jackson. Jesus Christ, the techniques they can do, the trick plays where that's going to be a headache to deal with as a defense. Now, the big concern is, can they carry over that success that they have in the regular season into the playoffs? It's no It's no secret that the Ravens crashed during the playoffs. I don't want to see that this year. I want to see them at least get that hump. Not so much get the win because yes, they did win last season and they went all the way into the AFC Championship. What I am looking to see is a good game from Lamar Jackson. Not against the Lions though, if it comes down to it. But I gotta see a good game from Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. I don't want to see him get carried by his defense. I want to see him excel in the playoffs. Now, at number 3, I got my Detroit Lions here. I'm grateful. You know how many seasons it's been where it's been rough and borderline embarrassing to be a Lions fan. The pity stares people. You like the Lions? Why do you like the Lions? Like, none of your damn business. God damn. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm not. I was there for those rough seasons, all right? I was there. But as far as last season, I had high expectations for the Lions, and I think a couple major networks had high expectations for the Lions going into last season, and now they're just even higher. In a lot of people's eyes, the Lions exceeded expectations by winning the North and winning a playoff game. First time in over 30 years that a playoff game has been won. First time ever the Lions have won the NFC North. And now people are labeling, all right, if you don't win the Super Bowl, like we're done. Like we're done on you. I'm not at that level yet. I understand our offense is ranked as far as one of the best in the league. And the run defense is ranked top in one of the top defenses in the league. But our Achilles heel, and Jesus Christ, I am glad to see old faces no longer there. The secondary was horrendous. Cam Sutton, garbage. I would be yelling because I see a big play done. Who else was back there? CJ Gardner. All talk. I was so pissed off that he was over here waving at the audience at the 49ers game before halftime. And then what? You look fucking stupid. But we got that fixed. Hopefully. I'm very hopeful. I believe in Terrion Arnold. I believe in Rakestraw. All right. These guys are going to be the missing pieces that we needed to get to the Super Bowl and hopefully win it. I got the Lions at 3 here. I can't be too biased and put them at a higher amount. Do I believe we're going to go undefeated? I want to. But I got to see the work being put in, the same amount of work and even more from the team. All right? Lions, get it done. I'm believing in you, please. All right, number 2, I got a little bang bang Niner gang over here. I got the San Francisco 49ers over here, and I will be going to the Lions and 49ers game in December. I will be there, and I want to see a Lions win. Now, as far as the 49ers go, I understand you guys have a great defense and a great offense. However, the only thing that's in question is the Brandon Ayuk trade. At the time of this recording, hasn't happened yet. I can very well see that it's not going to happen. I think it's just going to be some sort of holdout where he's not going to get the payday he's looking for. I feel like he's going to get paid, just not the amount that he wants to get paid. And I think that's going to put a hindrance on the offense because Brandon Ayuk is a true wild card. You got to keep an eye out for him if you're playing defense against the 49ers. You not only have Christian McCaffrey, you got Deebo Samuel who can be used in. You already got a wild card in Deebo Samuel who can be placed anywhere, but now you got Brandon Ayuk also to keep an eye out. And without him, I think they are going to struggle. So 49ers fans, if you want to see some success more, I think you got to keep Brandon Ayuk. But again, is it going to be done? Who knows? And at number 1, I got the Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs, well, where am I supposed to put the defending champions? 2-time champ, back to back. I'm tired of the whole Taylor Swift thing. That ruined football last season for me. Granted, sure, I understand it's a business and that brought in a lot of views, but Jesus Christ, let's keep the camera on the football game, all right? Can we do that this year? I'm tired of the Travis Kelsey with the amazing catch. Oh my God, Mahomes dove and throw the ball. Go ahead, go to Taylor Swift. I'm tired of that. Let's not do that this year, please. Focus on the game. I don't care about Taylor Swift. I don't like Taylor Swift. All right, don't crucify me just because I'm saying that. Okay, now Mahomes and the Chiefs. What we got? Hollywood Brown, doubtful. Already kind of injured, but you know what? If it's gonna be an injury, let's hope it's in the preseason so we can work our way over to December football. You got to make sure you're ready for December football and playoffs. Now, as far as Travis Kelsey goes, he's Travis Kelsey. Of course, he's going to be at least top 5 in tight ends. Mahomes is Mahomes. I don't understand. I don't understand Mahomes. Mahomes is a big guy. He ain't the fastest. But Lord behold, when everyone's trying to tackle him, he's running around over here like the damn roadrunner. No one can catch him, and it's just infuriating to watch if you're not a Chiefs fan. I don't understand the black magic behind this. But I think at some point, the luck's not going to go their way. I'm not saying that they're a lucky franchise. I'm just saying I think someone is going to finally, I've had enough. I'm going to sack Patrick Mahomes. And I think that's going to be the difference. If someone can actually tackle Patrick Mahomes, I think that's going to sway the game into the opponent's direction because there's too many of these big momentum shift plays where Mahomes makes this incredible throw and it's just an incredible catch and it brings life back into their offense. There's too many of those instances that happened last season and it won them a lot of games. And I think the big key to stopping a three-peat would be just simply to get to the quarterback. And yes, it sounds easier than obviously the one I'm explaining. But I think if that can be done, I think that Chiefs can be stopped. Now, these are just my power rankings. Again, if you didn't already know, I'm a Lions fan. I watch football. I try to watch as much football as I can. Obviously, I'm gonna not watch know everything about everyone's team who's watching. But if you did enjoy this, go ahead and just drop a like, subscribe if you want. Now, if you want to engage in a conversation and tell me that I'm stupid, go into the comments. I will read the comments, but you gotta sell me on why your team should be higher or lower. I don't think too many people would be saying you got to put my team lower. I think a lot of people would be engaged more to talk about their team and why they should be higher. I welcome that. I would love to talk football. I went ahead and there's a link below too for fantasy football league that I'm trying to open. Go ahead and just join if you want. But yeah, I'm definitely welcome to doing more of these. I want to do one every single week, and this is just episode 1. So let's see where we go from here. I'm curious to see how we end the season, where everyone ranks. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.